Doing that on there too?
Yeah. I'm trying to be cool, trying to be famous.
Well, I like the definite, the push for all this.
Yeah.
I think internet is working again. I don't know. If it is, it is. If it's not, it's not. Let's see. Ty, are you there? Let's see if Ty's going to be there here.
Is Ty there?
He's online, so let me invite him. Let me try and get him.
Get him back.
Let me try and get him back. And then
on.
At least then we can end the show with a little tall man, like, well, we'll see. I told him, I texted him. I'm like, yo, get back on.
Ty, my phone is almost dead, and if you make me miss out on my points as dictator, I'm going to be upset.
Oh, yeah, we'll get into that right away. As soon as we get the tall man back, I think we'll be good with that. He's not, Ty, waiting for you to join. It says everything else looks like it's good. Why are you not joining?
You better join.
Oh, you better
dork.
join, you motherfucker. I restarted again, and I've been inviting you. This internet's. Tell you what, they need to come up with a new internet. Yeah, like a better internet.
Competitor to the internet?
Yeah, we should get a better internet. We should get...
Let's make better internet.
Yeah, we should get... That's a genius proposition, by the way. If someone can come up with Internet 2, then...
Electric Boogaloo?
Yeah. Internet 2, I think, is going to be better than Internet 1. Come on, you dick. Come on. I guarantee you, he's smoking his cigarette right now.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
More than likely.
Whatever. You know what we'll do instead then? We'll move forward with the show without him because I can't take that bullshit. I can only do so much. Ty, you're going to miss out on possibly the greatest bit that's ever been invented by me last week.
Owen.
By last week. And
you know what? It can't even be that he doesn't have his phone because I sent him a message on his phone.
Yeah, me too. I've sent all the messages.
He's being a real joke.
Yeah. Well, the thing is there, and if he chooses to join us, then that'll be a thing. But yeah, I came up with a bit last week. You might have heard it on last week's show, and it was all to do with what. Well, I don't know. I really don't know what I call it yet, but I'm calling it, I think, If I Was a Dictator. And every week, just to explain the bit to the folks at home, every week, we're going to have a new segment of somebody explaining their dictatorial policies. Dictatorial? Is that right? Dictatorial?
Dictator policies.
Dictatorial? Is dictatorial?
Dictational?
Yeah, I think you get the point. But,
what I would do if I was in charge.
What I would do if I was in charge. And indeed, with this one, we're going to go every week. So I had mine last week. And Mikey, you're going to be doing yours next week. We will have guests come in. We will be hopefully having a guest next week in which he will share his. Mm-hmm. Ty will have his eventually. And then Duncan will have his eventually. And then we will cycle around. And eventually we will decide
whose nation's
the best. Whose nation is, I mean, we can have internation wars. We can have all sorts of things that happen with this, right? Yet, tonight will be the second thing with this, second version of this, and it is yours, Mikey. So I will play your national anthem and give you the floor for Mikey B's If I Was a Dictator.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go.
Thank you, folks, and welcome. Yeah, you hear that? That's powerful. That's a nation that screams supreme power.
I hear it.
And I want everyone to know that even in my nation, it's going to be a nation of, like, you know, accountability. you're going to have to provide for the nation like the nation provides for you.
Okay.
And I wrote some rules that I think are going to help give you a feel for what my nation is going to be like. If
Okay,
you
so
choose,
yes, these are your...
If you want to choose to come live in the nation of Burlero. And my first decree, we're going to start small. No Freebird. You can't play fucking Freebird. It doesn't matter who sings it, doesn't matter what rendition or version. There is not going to be allowed to have Freebird played in the nation of Burlero.
You know what? I've never heard such a good decree as this.
Yeah.
And I get tired of it. It shows, I think, all of us are tired of, these rednecks that like the Freebird. First off, Freebird...
Not even that good.
It's only good when it gets to the fucking rockin' chorus, and that's about 5.5 minutes into a 7-minute song.
Yeah. So you got a lot of bullshit that is Freebird.
A lot of bullshit.
And you know what? You're not going to say it's illegal, but a fair amount of the Leonard Skinner catalog will be kind of looked down upon playing in the nation of Burlero.
What about Sweet Home Alabama? How you guys gonna deal with that in your nation?
Yeah, we're probably gonna say keep it in your house. But there'll be no Freebird. We catch you even if a cop drives by and hears you playing it in your own home. Straight to jail.
I agree with this.
And that's a month in jail for your first Freebird.
Freebird infraction.
And then it'll scale up.
Yeah.
You get caught 3 times. The work camp. Jail will be jail.
Okay.
The work camp.
So we got work camps here in Burla land.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have work camps because what better to do with your prisoners than,
make them work.
Get a little bit of something out of them.
I agree with this.
What
else we got? What else we got here?
Decree number 2, all money is going to be coins.
All money is coins?
Yeah, we're not having any paper monies.
Fuck the paper monies?
Tired of paper monies.
All right.
An all coin-based monetary system.
Okay.
Because I also like the jingle change. It's way funner.
Right. I've always found, though, I mean, in the UK, we get a lot of jingle change. I've complained about this in the past where there's pound coins. There's a lot of coins. You're changing coins.
Oh.
It gets heavy in the pockets.
Yeah, you want to complain about it?
Yeah.
Jail.
Work camp.
Or work camp. Depends on how much you bitch about it.
How much you bitch about it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So no dollar bill, no notes of any kind.
No checks either.
No checks.
Not allowing checks.
Now, what about digital currencies?
That's fine.
Okay. You're all right with that.
It can exist, but if we're going to have a physical currency, Coinbase.
Coinbase. Now, what denominations of coins would you go with?
We're going to keep it really, really simple. You have your $1.
Uh-huh. $1?
You'll have like
1 cent.
A 1. We're not doing fraction. Everything is going to cost
exactly
whatever.
It's going to be $2, $3, so on.
I'm not fucking with fractions.
Right.
If you want to price
I like that. Fuck fractions. I would agree with that. Fuck fractions.
It's easier that way. So we're just going to have the 1, the 5, the 10, 20, and then 100, and then we'll quit.
Oh, okay.
We'll do all the same bills, just in coins, and that's it.
All right.
And then, again, you'll still have, a bank account, but if you get your physical money out, it's going to be coin. So, yeah. On to decree number 3. I think this one is actually kind of beautiful. All public official buildings, buildings of the nation.
Okay.
No water fountains. All water fountains will be replaced with wild cherry Pepsi fountains.
All right, I like this. So instead of actual water fountains, you're getting rid of the water. You're keeping the fountain itself.
Yeah. It's just going to be piped for wild cherry Pepsi.
All right. I don't mind that. Now, why did you not go with a more an alcoholic substance, maybe like a beer or a White Claw fountain or something along those lines?
Hold on.
Okay.
There's also going to be a point this decree number 4. There'll be a point in every day where you get to do one of two things, and we're gonna call it siesta or fiesta.
Okay.
You can there's a 2-hour period. I haven't decided where we're gonna stick it.
This is every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Where you have the option to either take a nap, have a party, have a drink. That's where I think the Wild Cherry Pepsi will come in. It's an automatic mixer. And of course, as a company, you don't have to participate. But if you openly say that you're not going to participate in siesta or fiesta, taxes.
Or the purge, maybe. Like, I feel like you've got to participate in one or else work camp again. Maybe.
If you don't want to do it as a company, then taxes.
Okay, so taxes.
Yeah.
Or do you have a plan with these taxes?
Me.
They go to you.
Yeah, come to me.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. That's good dictatoring. I mean, if you're gonna be a dictator, do it right.
Yeah.
That's what I always say.
As we know, last week I gave away one of my decrees just kind of for free.
Sure.
And that was there'll be no more lawns anywhere.
See, I did free lawn care as part of my decree.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna have lawns.
No lawns at all.
All
no
lawn.
grass in general.
I mean, there'll be grass in fields.
Well, who's mowing that?
I mean, do you mow the grass in every field?
No, but someone's got to mow it.
I don't know what we'll do with those ones, but your front yard lawn, weed. You gotta grow some weed.
Just weed.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you need some nutrients. I'm pretty sure you need a
the government's gonna help.
base.
Well, that's where some of those taxes come in. Some of that taxes will go to you just growing weed that you then sell to the government.
As a kind dictator, you're giving back to the people by providing them with some of the tax money that you've gotten
to take care of their weed that they give back to me.
All right.
And then I sell it.
And then you sell it and get more
to them.
To back to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got to sell it to me so I can make sure it's good and so I can take my cut.
That's fair.
And then
I like that.
You know what? I might simplify that to you just have to send me a little bit.
Okay.
Of whatever you grow.
What sort of percentage you thinking?
Like a 5% yield.
Oh, that's not much.
Of whatever you.
That's not much at all.
For the whole nation.
No, I think that's fair.
There is one thing that I think if we're going to take a hard line on.
No.
There will be parental exams. You got to take a SAT to prove that you can have some kids.
Oh, interesting.
Because I don't want everybody just having kids.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Because that's a strain on the economy right there.
Okay, no, that works.
Children?
You're gonna have to prove that you're good enough to have a kid.
Oh, okay.
In the nation of Burlero.
All right.
Also, we're gonna lower the drinking age.
I like that.
To 16.
You know what? I don't think that's a bad idea.
Get them prepped now, so by the time they're adults and. But from 16 to 18, you can only drink at home.
So, legal drinking age is 16.
Mm-hmm. But until you're 18
you can only drink at home.
You can only drink at home.
That's UK rules.
Yeah.
That's honestly UK rules.
And then at 18, you can go out to some bars and hang out and have a drink out there. And at 21, you unlock liquor.
So only beer until 18. 18 to 21. Now you're 21. You're
16 to 18. Beer and wine at your house.
18 to 21. Only beer in public.
Only beer and wine in public. 21 liquor. 25 moonshine.
Okay. How about marijuana? Where does that fall into the grand scheme of the Burlero?
Parental discretion.
Parental discretion. Okay.
Whatever.
Okay. You're a little 14.
Whatever. Yeah, you got to be at least in high school.
High school? And you have to have good grades, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe good grades?
GPA requirement of 3. You
Okay.
gotta have a 3-point GPO.
I'm
GPA.
studying hard to get
GPO.
those grades.
You gotta have decent grades if you want to smoke weed in high school.
All right. No, I don't mind that.
But after once you're 18, it's recreational. Do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want. Okay. All right. Do you have one? Do you have one more?
You know what? I was thinking also, more drive-through liquor stores.
Okay.
If you own a liquor store,
It has to be. It should have to be a drive-through liquor store.
It has to have a drive-through window.
At least one.
Yeah.
Preferably, you get.
A Sonic or like a lane.
like a Checkers.
Yeah.
Maybe even have a double.
Double-sided.
Double-sided. Maybe they get more of a tax write-off. This is your country, so I don't. I mean, you're the dictator here, but.
I think mandatory, like drive-throughs
Yeah.
for liquor stores, and couple that with the like increased, like you're more acclimated to it
Yeah.
because you started earlier. I think we're gonna have a lower DUI.
Lower. You think that's going to be a lower DUI?
Well, also we're gonna move the thing from like 0.08 to like 0.2. Like you're not getting a
Okay.
DUI until you're blowing over 0.2.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I think maybe point 2 is a good one. You know, I can drive at 0.15.
You should be allowed to
I think,
too.
Yeah, I feel
We're a freer nation.
I didn't crash my car when I got mine at 0.249. So I feel like 0.2, that's easy
That's
breezy.
acceptable.
Easy breezy.
It means you can go out and like have a couple drinks with dinner and
Yes.
still go home.
Or sex, at dinner, and get back home and everything's, kosher.
In the nation of Brother, I mean, we kind of let things.
Yeah.
We're freer.
Yeah.
I think. We're also gonna be doing like a lot of. There's like, I'm not so. There's no religions allowed.
Oh, none allowed.
None.
Even not even in the slightest.
But you can have a cult. It just can't be like.
We're not We're not gonna let you have tax exemptions.
Yeah, and you're everybody's paying taxes.
All right, I like that.
In my nation, the tax system is actually really important because I don't want to do anything.
Well, I definitely like your plan. I think that you're setting up pretty good. You're putting up a good nation, setting up a pretty good nation. Ty, it's nice to have you back. Sorry about the internet issues. You also I was trying to get you back for at least a half an hour. And you
I was sitting in front of my computer, just very
Bullshit.
calmly hanging for about 10 minutes. And then I went to have a smoke.
Shit. You went to have a smoke when everything was like rocking and rolling, and he decided to say easy. You know what? I think he hates your nation.
Ty, how
because-
much of my nation did you hear about?
Yeah, he hates it.
The last maybe two rules we had.
Well, it's all you get.
Well, I want him to know. So we'll do it quick. There's no Freebird. Fuck Freebird. All the money in my nation is coin based. We're gonna have a part of the day called siesta or fiesta, where you can either take a nap or like get drunk. It's your choice. All public state buildings will have wild cherry Pepsi fountains instead of water fountains.
Yes.
Yeah, and parental exams, those are real.
Yeah, parental exams. I like
And
that.
all the lawns are weed now.
Yeah. So there you go.
Well, the weed lawn is real movement. I like this. So, yeah. I mean, it's a good foundation of rules. Yes. I can stand behind a Burlo Road nation. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. That was indeed If I Was a Dictator, and this week's, of course, was Mikey. And hey, that was a pretty good job, Mike. I dare say, your nation and mine. We're gonna go to war. We're gonna go to war because I'm not yet declaring war, but I'm declaring
Pre-war?
I'm putting some sanctions on your nation and some trade embargoes.
You don't want what do you think you're trading from my nation?
No. Like I am not accepting your lawn strategy in the slightest. you don't have. I think it's gonna make people not have good lawns. I think these weed lawns
we don't give a shit about them.
No, your weed lawns are gonna look gross, and we can't be associated with a country that looks as gross as that with your weed lawns.
I don't think
lawns.
we're gonna be sober enough to give a shit.
Well, I don't care what you think.
Even the 60-year-olds are gonna be like, look at these fucking squares.
I'm gonna be a better fucking tyrant than you. So there you go.
I don't know, man. I think your nation's gonna be so full of like ridiculous lawnmowers that.
Well, every lawn will be mowed, and that's my promise.
Yeah, you'll have all your minerals and all your monies and like metals tied up in building shitty lawnmowers.
Well, it's gonna be a lot of good lawn mowing, and everybody's like, it's gonna be edged as shit, bro. Like you don't get it. You don't get my lawn.
Y'all are gonna have some crabgrass. That's what it's gonna be.
Ty, we're gonna be getting yours. Hopefully not next week, but the following, because next week we'll be having a guest on the show. If he doesn't cancel on us, I don't think he will, because this guy's a good individual.
Yeah.
I think he'll be here.
A good man.
And I think he'll be here to give his his take and his if he was a dictator. But the following, then we'll be receiving your
The Nation of Witcher.
the Nation of the Lizard Wizards. So I look forward to hearing from that. Oh, but we do have to do one last thing before we rock and roll out of here. And it's been a while since we've done one of these as a closing segment. And we're gonna rock and roll into it. Ty, get your scream on, buddy.
Oh man.
Because it's time for Versus. Yeah, that's right. If you're not familiar with Versus is one of the fun times of the show where we take a look at, kind of a hypothetical celebrity death match, if you will. This week's, I kind of had to pull from my ass, I'm not going to lie. It's been a while since we've done a Versus, but this week's, I thought we'd do something special. We're going to do TV and film's best bullies. Bullies. All right. I like a good bully, and I like a good bully in TV and film. But what if, like, obviously, usually it's a bully, protagonist and antagonist, that type of thing. Well, what if we paired them together? What if we had a bully versus a bully, and we had a fight between the bullies?
Who is Bully Supreme?
So, this first one I've got for you, and let me just kind of set things up for the segment, because it is necessary here. Oh, wrong one. That one. Okay, so our first edition of Versus this week is a match between one comic book character and one film character. So you gotta use your imagination a little bit on this one, okay? I would say not comic book, but one animated character and one film character. All right. So our first round of Versus this week is none other than John Bender from The Breakfast Club versus Roger Klotz from Doug.
Oh.
What? Roger? Shit.
So, okay. I think we find out.
Remember Roger? He always had that cool leather jacket.
Don't we
mohawk?
Find out that, like, while they're big bullies, like, they're bullies because both their home lives, like, suck extremely.
Which that's kind of why I picked the two of them, because they do have similar characteristics, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like,
yeah.
Roger was like, I think had the same kind of backstory. Then there's all the stuff in the Breakfast Club where he's Bender's a broken kid because his dad used to stab out the cigars on his arm and shit like that.
Okay, so it's hard because they don't go, because it was a kid's show, they don't go into a lot of like, my name's Roger Klotz and like my dad snorts cocaine and then beats me up. They were like, my parents are really mean to me.
I think Roger would have been a huffer.
Oh, he's like doing some air,
yeah.
like a whippet.
He's in his dad's garage, like sniffing up his like gasoline for his lawnmower or shit like
or
that.
like his spray painting in a bag.
Yeah. I think that's what Roger is. Whereas like, I think Bender, he's gotten into alcohol. He's
weed.
Maybe done a little blow. Maybe
Smoked
done
some
weed.
weed.
Yeah, he's always got weed on him.
Yeah.
But I think like if you're talking like tougher of the two of them, I think Roger might take it, bro.
He does look like a really big kid.
He's a tough motherfucker. I mean, he fucked up. He would fuck up Doug. Like, he would just bully him, bully him.
I would say that you're probably right, only because, like, it comes to me that, like, John Bender, maybe a lot of that stuff is, like, a put on. Like, yeah, maybe his dad's really shitty to him, but, like, he's not really going to beat anybody up. He's going to talk about it and scare you out of having to fight him.
Yep.
But if it came down to, like, actually fighting each other,
Bender's not really going to do it.
yeah,
Klotz, however,
he's going to knuckle
he's going to
sandwich
do
ya.
it. He's going to, like, baseball bat your, like, fucking, like, knees out.
Yeah. He's gonna do some real
So
damage.
we're on the Klotz. I think I'm both on the, what about you?
I agree too, man.
Full Klotz?
Yeah. And when it comes down to one-on-one battle, I think...
Klotz it is, right?
Yeah. Done.
Klotz. Klotz wins
Done.
it. Klotz wins it. There you go. Nice background where you're sort of becoming Mother Teresa. I don't know what's happening right now.
Mother Bashiri?
There's a lot going on there with you, Ty. The next one we'll do is okay. Now this is an interesting one. I think there might be a bit of an age gap, but I tried to make it close. And this one here, how do you feel about Buzz McAllister from Home Alone versus Chet from Weird Science? Now, I think Buzz is probably a little younger than Chet.
I was gonna give it to Chet just because of like I think he's like a more grown adult.
Wasn't he kind of a wannabe army guy or like something?
Buzz was just like a mean older brother.
Yeah. But Buzz has a tarantula.
Yeah, but he had that dumb haircut and that goofy girlfriend who turned out to be actually
dude.
a boy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. If Buzz got a little older, I think he could be formidable competition for a Chet.
Wasn't that what was the actor that did that? That was
Who,
homeboy
Chet?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a very famous actor. Isn't it the dude that was in Twister?
Yeah.
That guy. I think he's dead. I think he died, didn't he?
No, I don't know if he died.
No, I think he
he's still
did. Oh, what's his fucking name? He hated him and what's
Jerry
her face?
something or what? Fuck.
No. Oh God, what's the
Paxton?
Shit. Yeah, I think
Bill
it's Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton.
Yeah, I think it's Bill Paxton.
I'm
I think Chet is Bill Paxton.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go Chet.
Yeah,
the
I
army
think
thing,
I am too.
I think Buzz would have grown up to be like a football player or some kind of sports jockey guy.
A car wash assistant manager.
Yeah.
is what Buzz grows up to be in my mind.
Well, I'm saying like in high school when they could get to like relative age, I
Yeah.
think Buzz was probably like
Still tougher.
a tough guy, but I think the army mentality kind of works out a little more.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. All right, are we
Chet.
the three of us? What are you going, Chet too? You going Chet? Chet over Buzz?
I want to believe in Buzz. Like Buzz could turn out weirder than we might expect. He is still young.
Bit of a
he seems-
sociopath. Bit of a sociopath.
Yeah, he's already strongly impressionable. Like I don't know, man. Buzz could turn out to be worse, but if I were to go on just what we've seen, I would go with Chet. But I'll throw my Buzz vote in, even though I know I lose already.
Yeah, well, there it is.
It's Chet,
It's Chet.
but
Chet
Buzz
wins.
could really turn into a real weirdo.
This one I think you guys will like. This one, I know you're a big Simpsons guy, right?
I do. I watched a lot of Simpsons.
Yeah, you're a big Simpsons guy, and I'm a big South Park guy. In comparison, I've always thought that South Park is the far superior show with writing and what have you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pair two of those, characters from each show up together, and right now we're gonna go with Nelson Muntz. I guess it's
Muntz.
Muntz versus Eric Cartman.
Oh, this is Nelson's game the whole way.
No fucking way is it Nelson's game. Eric Cartman wins this all day long.
Cartman can go straight psycho. I mean,
Cartman fucking chopped up a kid and fed it parents and fed it to his kid
And that was early in
that was
the-
early.
That's true.
Cartman is by far the more sadistic of the two. All you've got with Nelson is a bit of ha ha, and everybody Nelson never really gets the upper hand. He'll push Bart down, he'll push people around, but he never. He always is made to look like the dumbass at the end of the day, whereas Cartman sometimes comes out very much on the upper end.
I'm just saying, in a fight,
Oh, Cartman all day.
I'm the team Nelson on this one.
Because Cartman would be smart enough to figure it out. He'd go in with a strategy,
Right,
and
right.
he would be able to take out
But I think
a
if
dumbass like that.
Nelson gets one
It's the
punch in,
intelligence, the intelligence, sir.
Cartman's just gonna ball up and cry like a little fat baby.
Yeah, but he's got his mom. So.
Yeah, but so does Nelson. Nelson's probably got Cartman's mom too. She is a prolific whore.
Isn't it? Oh, do we find out? I think we do find out who Nelson's mom is, or Nelson's dad at least, right?
I think they meet Nelson's dad, but anytime you
but it's
see,
not really said that it's 100% his, but it's just implied. Is it one of
I
those?
think so, because anytime they showed Nelson's house, it was always completely empty, and there.
It'd be like Kenny's house in South Park. It was
Yeah.
the trash house where he was. Yeah.
But I don't think you ever get to meet his mom.
No.
But you don't even really know who Cartman's dad is.
Aren't there theories that Nelson's dad is actually Chief Wiggum?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think.
I'd have to look
Or
that
wait,
up.
maybe no. Because there's Ralph Wiggum, right?
Mhm.
Ralphie is the actual. But yeah, I think there's theories that maybe Chief Wiggum is Nelson's dad. I might be getting that all wrong. Excuse me if that's not the case, but I'm still going Cartman just because of the psychological warfare.
Ty, you're the tiebreaker here,
Yeah,
man.
he's going
this
Nelson.
one, I got a side on fucking Cartman. I can't help it.
Yes, goddamn right.
He's got too much wild imagination.
Yep.
Nelson's formidable in his own right, but when it comes down to the bottom line, I think Cartman would figure it out.
All right. Cartman it is. We've got one last one, and this is a competition for the ages. All right. Probably two of the best 80s bullies that you can ever pick. From Back to the Future, one Biff Tannen versus Johnny Lawrence from The Karate Kid.
Ooh.
Biff versus Johnny, sweep the leg, all of that, man. Like these two, that's a tough one. It's a tough one. I'm on the fence. I want to hear you guys talk about it first because I'm undecided.
I gotta go Biff. I can't help it.
Why? Why are you going Biff? Just bigger, tougher?
He's a dumbass, but damn it, he'll find a way to be a dumbass and succeed regardless of his overall standing.
All right.
I don't know, man. Biff, like, he became the Trump figure in that second one. Like, it was Trump Tower, but it was Biff Tower. It was weird.
He definitely, yeah. Biff and Trump definitely have similarities. I would agree with that. But that's also why I would choose. I think in my mind, I think I would go Johnny. I mean, more handsome for sure.
I am
karate training.
I'm going with Biff because in my book, Johnny Lawrence is not a bully. Daniel.
Oh, that's right. We have talked about this.
Daniel-san was the
Daniel
aggressive
LaRusso
bully.
Was the jerk, really, in this situation.
Johnny was just
doing his thing.
Doing his own
Training
thing.
in karate.
Riding his dirt bike around.
Yeah.
Maybe he was a little... I mean, he was a little controlling of his girlfriend at the time.
Sure, but who isn't in high school?
Yeah,
you know,
it's a
like,
high school relationship. You kind of want to, you're the man, and it was the '80s. It was like the '80s, early '90s too. So it's definitely more prevalent then. So while I believe in just a pure out fight, Johnny's still gonna be true to himself and try and be an honorable
karate man.
He's not gonna show any mercy.
No,
and he's gonna take it to the finish.
But Biff has no concept of mercy.
Yeah,
Biff is just a brute. Like, will smash you with the pipe over the crowbar over the head or whatever it is.
It's very well established that Biff has low morals.
Yes, this is true.
Because he was ready to shoot. He was ready to shoot Marty just for.
He was.
I mean, he was an older man,
but he was ready to do it.
But he was ready to do it.
Yeah.
Just because he was gonna expose him for being a cheat.
Yeah.
So
I was originally I was gonna be full Johnny on this just because of his karate training, but the more I've heard you guys talk, I think you might be right. I think it's a Biff Tannen win.
Yeah.
Biff also has the possibility of having multiple.
Well, if trials. Multiple what?
Multiple trials, because he has the chance to possibly take a DeLorean to, win the fight
back in time.
This is true. That pesky Marty McFly keeps stopping in and screwing up all his plans. If without that, then Biff might become actual Donald Trump.
Yeah. And I mean, again, Biff was a bigger dude too. I mean,
he was
even as a teenager, he was a buff dude.
Yeah.
And yeah, he again, I think he would throw cheap shots.
Yeah, a lot of nut shots. I feel like a lot of nut shots with Biff.
Ultimate cup check. But he just wouldn't fight fair.
No,
he'd bring a weapon or pocket sand you. Johnny wouldn't do that.
No, unfortunately, I think you guys are correct, and that's it. I think that. That closes out the first versus in a long time. Oh man, where'd my thingy go?
Plus, Johnny turns into a real pathetic adult.
Well, I mean, if you're calling the whole that whole thing lore, the Cobra Kai and whatnot.
Well, I mean, otherwise there is nothing. He stops at being a teenager.
That's true. Anyway, guys, that was versus. Yeah, well, it's been a while since we've done that one.
Yeah.
I thought I'd bring it back for today, and I don't know why I just chose famous bullies, but it felt like it was appropriate. Before we get out of here, England lost to Italy, so fuck you, Italy, and also fuck you, England, because you were racist as shit about some of the players that missed the free or the basically the shootout, the penalty kicks at the end of the game. And yes, they all happen to be black gentlemen. and there was a lot of harsh,
Awful
things said. And I just wanted to kind of quickly, like on a real deal like thing, point that out, because I thought it was, obviously pretty terrible. Oh, and since we've got the internet back, I guess now we'll switch to just something very quickly. Do you guys remember Radiskull and Devil Doll?
I do not.
Okay, so this was something that was like my favorite YouTube type. I think it was even pre-YouTube, to be honest. Like this was like maybe E-Bomb's World or one of those like weird like
Funny or Die or
early. I think
days of
earlier than Funny or Die. This was like a
E-Bomb's
real
World was
College Humor.
Might have been. Let me.
CollegeHumor.com used to have all the worst.
They
dumb
had
shit
some
on
good
it.
stuff. But Radiskull and Devil Doll, for some reason, it was one of those things that like slipped my mind, and I'd forgotten about it until the other day, and I think my brother like reminded me of it. I'll share it with you, Ty, so you can see it.
Thank you, sir.
Now that you're back online.
I am
Now that you're black.
online.
All right, so here we go. This is Radiskull and Devil Doll, and I don't know why. Like, I'm not sure if this stands up or not, but there's certain parts I think that do, and certain parts that don't. Does that look at all familiar to you, Mikey?
Not at all.
Ty?
It looks a little familiar to me, but I'm not sure.
All right, I'll go ahead and switch over to the clips window so everybody can get it. Here we go. Here.
I am the Radiskull, and I will kill you all.
I brought you some coffee.
Devil Doll, is it boiling hot?
Just how you like it.
Give to Radiskull.
I don't even know how to describe this.
This is like
Now
an
it's
MS
time
Paint
to
animation, with like a floating disembodied skull with like it looked like a mohawk at first, but now I can tell that it's like a mohawk that just transitions to whatever the easiest angle to draw the mohawk is.
Yeah. Now it's a sideways mohawk somehow.
And a bandana, and then there's a little small devil man with like an orange for a head and horns.
Yeah.
But
That's like his buddy. That's the Devil Doll. So I think he's kind of like a voodoo doll type idea. I think that's the idea.
but it's very basic.
It's like Flash animation.
Yeah.
It is like fun. Yeah. I used to make these fucking things.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's real early days. So yeah.
I wish I could, man. If I can, there might be a chance I still have it, but I don't think so. But man, I have some really great old Flash animations that I made. Like,
Of course you did.
oh, I wish if I can find them.
Are all of them about penises and farts?
No. But penises and farts are probably in all of them,
Yes.
but they're not all about penises.
Okay.
Listen, we in my engineering class in high school, we got really into like digital animation because they gave us like a 3D graphic modeling software.
Like Blender or something like that.
Yeah, or 3DX or 3D whatever.
Yeah. Studio Max, that was the
yeah.
big one. Yeah. 3D Studio Max.
So we did this like whole thing where it's like built two jets, and they kind of fly after each other, and one jet shoots the other jet down. And we're like a week away from the end of the project. And the culmination of the video is the jet gets shot down and flies into a building.
Week later.
9/11
Yeah.
happens. They make us scrap our entire project.
Of course.
He didn't fail us because he's like, obviously this is insensitive. But it's only insensitive now, and it wasn't insensitive 3 days ago. So
That's funny you mention it because I made a whole thing which I didn't have to change, and it wasn't for a project. I just made it on my own, but it was set to Metallica's "Seek and Destroy," and it was just clips of like people killing each other in Afghanistan and planes flying into things. And
You know,
pretty insensitive now that I think about it.
one of the other rules that we didn't get to, because I felt like it might be a little much to expose right away. You might have to move there to learn it. There's no Metallica.
No.
Zero. No Metallica in
No
Land of
Metallica.
Burlero.
Okay. All right. Fine. Well,
But what's this Radiskull?
here we go.
Kick it.
The sweetest tune ever.
I am the Radiskull. I will kill you one by one. I am the Radiskull, little honey. I will kill you just for fun.
It's a pretty sweet song.
I don't need fists and I don't need feet, 'cause I got me lots of really sharp teeth. I am the Radiskull. I will kill you one by one.
What?
I feel like Adult Swim probably saw this. It had some, like, remember Kill Face and remember
Frisky Dingo.
Frisky Dingo?
I love Frisky.
I think Radiskull is an influence on Frisky Dingo. That's what I'm calling out right now.
That's probably not.
Terribly far off.
That could definitely be true. Okay, so
Radiskull, I will kill you one by one. It's a good song.
do you think they came up with this idea, like somebody just drew Radiskull somewhere and was just like, that's pretty cool, and then like maybe he drew it a couple more times, and then they're like, what would Radiskull sound like, and then they start like hypothesizing what it'll sound like.
Somebody's drunk and we're drunk in a bedroom or getting high and just being like, okay, this is how I think.
Bro, this is how Radiskull would sound.
Yeah.
And then someone probably make the noise for Devil Doll. And they're like, oh no, that's Radiskull's
Little buddy.
Yeah. And he brings him super hot, because Radiskull only drinks hot coffee, like boiling.
There's a lot of these. There's like, Radiskull and Devil Doll had like a whole series. You can find them. There's I think 10. Yeah, there's 10.
You want to know what I was more into but it was kind of along the same lines as this?
Yeah.
Homestar Runner.
Yeah, fuck Homestar Runner. I got into a whole debate the other day about how Homestar Runner was for fucking idiots. The only redeeming quality of Homestar Runner
Strong Bad.
was Strong Bad. Homestar Runner itself sucks dicks.
No, Strong Bad emails were the best.
I'm all right with Strong Bad. I'll give you the Strong Bad. I'm not giving you any of the Homestar Runner, any of the other shit, because the rest of it was crap. It was awful.
90% of Homestar Runner.
Radiskull is better than Homestar Runner.
That's a bold statement, sir.
It is. Might not be better than Strong Bad.
Strong Bad was like 90% of the content on Homestar Runner, though.
No, it wasn't. You're mistaken. Like no. Fuck.
All I know is that I watched a lot of Strong Bad emails growing up.
Yeah, Strong Bad emails. That was good. That was a thing that I enjoyed.
Dude, some of that humor was good. Better than this Radiskull nonsense.
Way better.
Devil Doll he looks like a loser.
No, fuck you. Anything else we want to do before we get out of here? Because I'm tired of doing this fucking internet bullshit. And yeah, sorry guys about the stream going down. We did eventually get it back up, and we got time back here. And we obviously had to do some stuff. But that means you'll just have to go and listen to the podcast
for all the stuff you missed.
For all the stuff you missed. I mean, it was about 2.5 hours, right? Of like full, like, it's very explicit content that people need to probably. I think
I read off some some items that may not be declassified yet.
Well, we also, I think, gave away about $350.
Yeah.
Through prize monies. If you tune in to the podcast, you'll only get them if you tune into the podcast. But
It was a brand new segment. Unfortunately, the internet was
Yeah,
up there.
well, I mean,
We did have those 3 listeners that won, though. so.
That is true. Like, I remember one of them being like, "Yo, thanks, Owner Radio Show. I'm gonna get blowjobs for life now." And and that was a good thing that we were able to provide for those listeners. But
Give Kids the World.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what? Cancer treatment, great. Trip to Disney, awesome. You know what kids really want? Blowjobs for life.
blowjobs for life. Also, someone else ripped off our Give Kids the World thing, by the way. I don't know if you heard that, but we won't talk about it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah.
a bit that we've been doing
Uh-huh.
for years.
I know.
No, you can't facetiously ask Give Kids the World for
The
shit,
world.
shit that
The
they wouldn't
world.
ever actually give you.
Yes.
That's our bit. If
That's
you stole it, oh.
Fuck you, Daniel Dennis. We love you. But
Whoa,
fuck
it
you.
was-
It was.
Double
It
D, I
was.
take back everything I said. You know what? You only pluck from the minds of greatness because you yourself are a great man, Daniel. I love you.
That's just the way it works. Guys, it's time we get out of here for the evening. And yeah, they totally ran with it, but that's fine because we've had every major radio station with any clout and anybody on a talk show here in Orlando rip something off from Ono Radio Show. Funny how that works, but hey, whatever. We love you. We'll still do our thing. We're going to hit you with the best event in 2021 that you've ever seen, and that's going to be coming up soon because trust me, details are getting finalized. If that's not enough for you, make sure you check out all of our YouTube content. Blah, 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 blah. Fucking find it on YouTube. Oh, no media, you dickheads. All that the same. Join, subscribe, like, do whatever you gotta do at twitch.tv/ONRS live. Of course, leave us a voicemail at 407-906-6466. And you know what? Got a little thing we say when we get out of here, boys. Eat a bag of dicks! We got a special guest next week, all being well, if his little kitty is okay. And yeah, it's big old fat Alex Moorhead from BYOCB. So, fuck him if he doesn't join us.
And aren't we going a little somewhere special soon? We won't tell you where,
Nope.
but Oh No's going on a little trip.
Yes, we are. That being said, eat a bag of dicks, enjoy your evening, and of course, fuck your dreams. For Owen, for Mike B, for Tom Barilli, who's not here, for Ty, who's not here, and for Duncan, who will hopefully be here soon. We'll see you next week.